From NBC News, Biden administration to fill border wall gaps near Yuma, Arizona. Let me just break this story down for you in a simple tweet from Defiant Els. Karine Jean-Pierre tweeted in 2019, "Where are the pesos for your bigoted wall?" to real Donald Trump. Today, she says that they're filling major gaps in the border wall because Biden is trying to save lives.
Oh.
These people have no logic. There's no morals. It is just whatever their tribe wants, meaningless. But I'm curious your thoughts on this. Like, why would the Biden administration be doing anything in filling gaps in the border wall if they're failing us to this degree? I have no idea. Is it like their quota is done? Like, okay, that's all we needed. Close the walls, you know.
Well, I mean, it's the truth is that the issue of illegal immigration has been a football that's been passed back between Republicans and Democrats for years, and nothing really changes when it goes back and forth. It's always been a disaster. It's always been a massive problem. Honestly, something that's not really recognized is the Southern border program that Obama brought in place in 2014 was actually massively successful. He reduced illegal migration from Southern America by 70% by putting mass funding into checkpoints, walls, patrols down on the Guatemalan border. So there are actually, if you look back and forth between Republicans and Democrats, their policies aren't that different. The whole thing is just a disaster that they're all terrified to address in a strong, confident way because no one wants to be seen as the president that stopped all of the poor refugees or children from coming in, whatever the policy will be publicly. But they know they can't just have millions of people with no jobs, no background checks, nothing, sitting in Texas.
I figured it out. Remember that story we were talking about the other day where Mexican citizens were getting angry that Americans were coming down and they weren't speaking Spanish? Biden's building the wall to stop Americans from escaping.
Oh.
He's like, no, they're trying to get out. Quick, put the wall
up.
Got to bring them in. Got to bring them in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is why, even if they want immigration for like supposed economic reasons, why all from Central and South America? Like, there's tons of immigrants from European countries that would love to come here. I mean, there's tons of Ukrainians that would love to come here. So I have my friends who are in Europe talk about how difficult it is to get a visa to fly to the U.S. And they say, you know, everyone knows you fly to Mexico, you can walk in and you're fine. But when you try to do it legally, they make it like impossible.
My wife is still going through immigration, and it's been since 2017.
And you said she's from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an EU
that
nation.
should be easy.
Yeah.
Right?
You walk
and
right in,
she
welcome.
speaks perfect English.
And she's married to a U.S. citizen.
Right. And we have 3 kids.
Huh. Wow.
The cartel offer like full board deals for people that are typically from Asia, Arab countries, a lot of places. You can pay like $50,000 to get trafficked through Mexico into the U.S. as someone that has money that just doesn't want to wait for the official system. I was meeting Nigerians in Reynosa that were like, actually, I'm just walking up to Canada. This is just easier than applying for a visa. I'm visiting a friend in Nova Scotia, is what one guy told me. Wow. And he figured he'd take the route through Mexico and through the U.S. instead of just waiting on a visa because it was easier. It's just crazy.